Simonstown, the perfect holiday. The Boulders colony. The African penguin. Penguins are flightless, aquatic birds, which live in the southern oceans in climates as varied as Antarctica and the Galapagos Islands on the equator. There are 17 species in all, but the African penguin is the only one to inhabit the African continent and its inshore islands. It used to be known as the jackass penguin, on account of the braying sounds which it makes on land. But the name African penguin has now been adopted to distinguish it from the jackass penguin found in South America. Penguins are ancient birds, probably evolving about 65 million years ago, at the time that dinosaurs became extinct. Since penguins are well adapted to the cold, the South American and African penguins feel the heat on land and have evolved various ways to cope with the sun. African penguins have a black stripe curving across the top of the chest. They are insulated by air trapped between their feathers. This makes the birds extremely vulnerable when they are melting, which they do annually and for this period of about 3 weeks. At Boulders about November, they are land-bound, getting thinner and more bedraggled until the melting process is completed. Before melting, they eat hugely and put on about 30% more fat. Melting takes about 3 weeks, during which their weight almost halves. Although the African penguins are quaintly clumsy on land and ungraceful emerging from the water, in the sea they are extremely skillful swimmers, reputedly reaching speeds of 24 kilometers per hour. Their feathers have become very small and waterproofed, overlapping to provide better insulation. Penguins also have heavier bones than most birds to enable them to dive. African penguins live an average of 10 to 11 years, but sometimes reach as much as 24 years. Range and habitat. African penguins inhabit 27 sites. Most are on inshore islands, of which the best known is Robben Island. There are only 3 of them on the mainland sites. The largest existing colony is on St. Croix Island near Port Elizabeth, with about 50,000 birds. Dawson Island off Eiselfontein, once home to over 1 million penguins, now has about 30,000, while Dyer Island near Gans Bay has about 20,000. The most remarkable of the mainland colonies is Boulders Beach in Simonstown, with over 2,500 birds.